Hello, Aldwyn Altuney here. Thank you for joining me. It is day 5 of the Global Good News Challenge for me. This is actually a take 3. I did a 5-day, a 10-day, and now this is 5-day on the take 3. The idea was to do a 7, 14, and 21-day challenge as part of the Global Good News Challenge through June. I can't believe it is already the end of June. This is insane. Where has half of the year gone? Bloody fast, if you ask me. It's just disappeared. Anyway, here we are halfway through the year, and oh my goodness, what a year it has been. 2020 vision, amazing. So the Global Good News Challenge, what is it about? I actually started it at the beginning of June, and the whole idea is to help lift people's spirits and help decrease depression, anxiety, and suicide rates in the community. I've personally had depression. I've had 4 friends who have taken their own lives before the age of 45. So this is something very dear to my heart. I believe that the news that we consume, the news that we put out, makes the world of difference to how we do life. And I think just shifting your state and getting into gratitude every single day is really, really important. And it can be challenging sometimes. It definitely can be challenging. However, it's a great practice to keep practicing, right? Is gratitude. Keep practicing gratitude. So the Good News Challenge, the idea is you say your name, what you do, 3 things you're grateful for, and a piece of good news. And the good news can be something about yourself, something about someone else, something you've seen online in social media or on an online news site. And there are a whole lot of good news outlets out there online now. We've got Good News Network, we've got Sunny Skies News, we've got Positive News, Huffington Post, MSN, news.com.au, all have good news sections. So yes, we may see a lot of negative news in the mainstream media. However, thankfully now we have the whole world of the mass media, social media, online news sites, and there's a shift happening now towards more positive news. I think people have had enough of the negativity. They've had enough of the lies in the mainstream media. We want truth. We want honesty. We want people to be authentic, and we want to lift the energy around us. Otherwise, what is the point of living if you're going to be depressed and focus on all the negatives all the time, right? And every negative can be turned into a positive. So it's all about how can we do that. So that's the idea of the Global Good News Challenge. So here's mine for today, day 5. Hi, I'm Aldwyn Altuney, known as the Media Queen. What I do is I help people get their message, product, or service out to the masses using online and offline media. 3 things I'm grateful for today is I'm grateful for my amazing hairdresser I had today, Josie, at the Bay Hair and Beauty in Runaway Bay on the Gold Coast. She did a fantastic job on my hair. And then she gave me this amazing head massage and neck massage. Now, it's not often you go to a hairdresser and they actually give you a neck massage as well as a head massage. So I was pretty impressed. I didn't really want to leave that basin. I was just about falling asleep. It was so good. So very impressed with Josie, and congratulations to Josie. She has just newly become engaged. Her partner proposed to her boyfriend on Saturday, and she said yes. So congratulations, Josie, from the Bay Hair and Beauty. Great news there, Josie, and I'm grateful for you for the amazing job you did with my hair. I will definitely be back. And if you want to know what Josie looks like, I have put a photo of her onto my Facebook feed just before I did this post. She is awesome. So very grateful for my hairdresser. I am grateful also for jewelry. I bought this new necklace not long ago. It's really funky. It's got a little sparkly bit. I love the I love chunky, funky jewelry, and this is a new acquisition, and I love it. And this is another one actually. I got this. This was really cool too. I got this off Tina Green, who is a reflexologist I went to recently, and it's all made of crystals with the chakra colors. So that's kind of funky too. So I love jewelry and I love girly things. So I'm really grateful for that. I'm grateful for jewelry and girly things like makeup, and I'm grateful that I'm a woman and that I guess I feel I have a lot more choice than probably a lot of guys do that dress in men's clothing. I guess, I have scarves, I have jewelry, I have all sorts of clothes. I have a whole wardrobe department, which is great for my acting work, because anytime I need to take 3 outfits on just about anything, I can pretty much go to my wardrobe and find something that will be relevant. So I'm very grateful for all those sorts of things, all those girly things, oils and all that stuff. I love all that stuff. It's really fun and makes me feel good. So I'm grateful for all of that. Thank you, Paul. Your talks are great. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I'm also grateful today for coffee. Now, normally I just have one strong coffee every morning, but today I actually had two, which is probably why now at 2:30 in the morning I am buzzing because I had a second coffee at the hairdresser today, which was so strong. I said, make it strong. You should have strong black. So I had a second coffee today. Probably not such a good idea because I'm pretty high energy most of the time. So when I have two coffees a day, two strong coffees, I tend to be bouncing off the walls. And I have been I've been doing that go all day today, and here we are. And it's probably a good idea I get sleep soon, because I will be doing a beach walk in about 5 hours, less than 5 hours actually. So it would be a good idea to get some sleep tonight. So I will be getting some sleep shortly. So there is just a few things I am grateful for. Paul says, grateful for your Facebook Live. Oh, thank you, Paul. Yesterday you rescued a dog who was in the middle of a heavily trafficked road. Oh, wow. Good on you, Paul. That's awesome. Grateful for my trainer who does great virtual sessions, my virtual chef who's kept me alive by teaching me how to cook better, and the rainbow I saw yesterday. Oh, that's gorgeous. Thank you, Paul, for sharing. Aussie coffee is much better than American coffee. Yes, absolutely, Paul. I would have to agree with that. It's interesting that Starbucks came out of America. And I actually went to Seattle. I saw the very first Starbucks in Seattle when traveling was a lot easier in the last few years, and it was very interesting to hear the history of Starbucks. And I quite like Starbucks coffee, and we have the coffee club in Australia, we have Zarafa's coffee, we have a whole lot of other coffee. And yes, I must say Australian coffee, I do agree, in general is a lot better than American coffee. Particularly the coffee you get in the hotels in America is not very good. Those percolated kind of coffees, they don't really, they're better than instant coffee, but not much better. Yeah, so I would agree with you on that one, Paul. But good on you. I'm so proud of you rescuing a dog. That is awesome. That is fantastic. Actually, you remind me, Paul, of a possum that I once rescued. I was working as a journalist at the Queensland Times in Ipswich one night, and I remember I was driving home from the office. I was working late, and I was driving home to Wood End from the centre of Ipswich, where I was working at the Queensland Times. And I remember seeing something hobbling across the road, and I pulled over, and it was this possum that had just been hit by a car, and the poor thing was just kind of struggling across the road. So I wrapped it up in, I had like a blanket in the back of the car. I wrapped it up, and I took it home, and I just called all the animal welfare places that I could find. And a lady came from about a 2-hour drive away, and she picked up this possum and she took it to the vet. And she said that the possum's jaw had actually been broken in the accident, and that if I hadn't picked it up and saved it, that it wouldn't have been able to feed itself and it would have died. And thankfully, this particular doctor helped put the possum back together again, and it survived. It was only about 1.5 year old male possum. And, it's funny memory that I remember that. It's amazing. It also reminds me of the story of the father and the son that were walking along the beach, and there's thousands of starfish all washed up at the beach. And the son starts to picked up a starfish and threw it back out to the ocean. And the dad said to the son, "What are you doing that for, son? There's thousands of starfish here on the beach." And the son looked up at the dad, and the dad was saying, "Well, you're not going to save all the starfish's life." The son looked up at the dad and said, "No, but I saved that one." I saved that one starfish. And that's the thing, rescuing that dog, Paul, rescuing the possum. And I know possums are considered a pest in New Zealand. Look, I love possums. I have a pet possum that comes to my place. It's so gorgeous. I feed it and I just love it. It's just so beautiful to have nature around. So I don't care what anyone says. I love animals. And I'm grateful for my cat as well. I have a cat that I adopted 11 years ago that needed a home, and he's now 12. He's gorgeous and so much more loving now. He had a lot of anxiety when I first got him. Now he's just such an adorable cat and absolutely beautiful. So I'm grateful for animals, and I'm grateful for people that rescue animals. Good on you, Paul, and for everyone else out there who does such an extraordinary job with animal welfare. I take my hat off to you. I don't have a hat, but I take off my little tiara, the Media Queen tiara. I will take it off to you, to everyone who does amazing stuff for animals. And this is to wish you lots of blessings and love in healing all those animals that need help and in nurturing them. And I think particularly, with the fires that we've had and things like that, we've had so many animals that have died, koalas, particularly in Australia and in America with the fires there. We've had, a few months ago, of course, before all the COVID dramas, but, a lot of animals suffered. There were millions of animals that suffered in those fires. So the people that rescued the animals that they could rescue, I want to acknowledge you and thank you for doing that, because, you could have saved some lives there and helped, help the continuation of some species. You may not know that koalas are actually critically endangered. There's only 50,000 left in the wild. Koalas are critically endangered in Australia, and they were hunted for years, of course, for their fur. And this is the thing, as human beings, I think it's our duty to protect the environment, protect the animals. Otherwise, we'll have more and more endangered species and nothing left for future generations to admire. So I think everything is here for a reason. All the animals, everything is here to work in harmony together. So let's do that. And I know that a lot of people are working towards that, which is awesome. Paul, Starbucks didn't understand Aussies prefer local coffee houses. Right. Okay. They didn't understand Aussies prefer local coffee houses. Okay, not quite sure what you mean by that, but I think you mean that they like smaller coffee houses rather than big chains. I think that's what you're trying to say there. Is that right, Paul? We should talk about business. When are you available? Well, it is about 2:30 in the morning here at the moment, so not after this call, Paul. But perhaps tomorrow we could try tomorrow and take a few hours back, and probably late tomorrow night I might be available for a chat. But generally nowadays my days are pretty chock-a-block. I have pretty full days, and the only time I seem to be getting off at the moment is generally later at night. So we could catch up then. Yes, that's what you mean. Okay, awesome, Paul. Thank you. This is very interactive. I like this, Paul. It's like you're here on the call with me. It's very cool. And thank you for sharing your gratitudes. And what are you grateful for today? Anyone else watching this? What are you grateful for today? And now my good news today is that I had my hair done. There you go. That's my good news. And it was something I'm grateful for today. My other good news is I had my Mass Media Mastery Program Module 4 training that we did today with the Mass Media Mastery clients. And that went really well as well. And I'm very proud of everyone who steps up with their message in the media, because it takes something. It takes courage to step up with your message. So I want to congratulate everyone who does that and who stands in their truth, no matter what backlash may come their way. There's always going to be people that love you and people that hate you. And the thing is that the more you step up, you're going to have more of that. I mean, just look at Donald Trump, right? People that love him and people that hate him. Any celebrity you can think of, people that love you and people that hate you. So it doesn't matter at the end of the day. What other people think of you is none of your business, right? None of your business. So just stand in your truth, speak your truth, speak from the heart. Authenticity is the new currency, I believe. And I think that's what the world wants now. They want authenticity. They want truth. They're sick of the lies and the crap. So let's help spread more love in the world. More love, more compassion, more kindness. I'm looking for my love heart. I know it's here somewhere. results on the ground. My love heart is on the ground. And so I'm going to put this one here instead, lol, because I'm not going to go down. I don't want to exit the screen. So, but sending you love. Here we go. I'll do it this way. There we go. There's my love heart. Sending you love with my fingers. Oh, I'm in a funny mood today. I shouldn't have had that second coffee anyway. It's all good. It's all good. I think I'll have another glass of water after this. Anyway, so I'm grateful for Mass Media Mastery clients. I'm grateful for all our guest speakers for our upcoming events. I'm grateful for all of my clients, in fact, and people I work closely with, and all my mentors. And there's just, I learn so much every day, and very, very blessed with all the amazing people around me. Grateful for you watching this right now. Grateful for Facebook and this technology to bring this to you. Do you do improv, Paul? Yes, I do actually. Actually, I'm in a comedy duo called the Fiddly Gigglers. Myself and Tracy Corman, we have a comedy duo called the Fiddly Gigglers, and we actually set up the Gold Coast Business Laughter Club 2 years ago to help decrease depression and anxiety amongst business owners. So that's something that Tracy and I do, and we say the Fiddly Gigglers hitting the GC spot, GC being Gold Coast, of course. So we do have fun with that, and we get a little bit cheeky. It is a lot of fun. So yes, we do some improv, Paul. And in fact, I think I do improv on these lives quite a lot. And at least I'm having a laugh if no one else is. At least I'll get to laugh at my own jokes, which is awesome. You got to have fun nowadays. People are way too serious, aren't they? Oh my goodness, so serious. So serious, lol. Anyway, feel free to call me anytime. I do get bored sometimes and do Facebook Lives. And then I think, what the fudge am I doing sometimes? Oh, dear. Anyway, I digress. I digress. I am grateful for so much. Grateful for family, friends, for my health, for food, for sleep, for the sleep that I do get. I'm grateful. Grateful for the beach. I love the beach. Grateful for my ukulele. I enjoy playing that. I enjoy dancing. I enjoy yoga. I enjoy deep breathing, meditating. I enjoy that as well. Paul, can I join Fiddly Gigglies? It's Fiddly Gigglies. That's hilarious. The Fiddly Gigglers. It's gigglers, but Gigglies is hilarious. Can I join the Fiddly Gigglies for virtual improv? Paul, I think that's an awesome idea. Check out the Gold Coast Business Laughter Club Facebook page, and you'll see some of our previous Facebook Lives on there. That's hilarious though, Paul. I love that, the Fiddly Gigglies. You know, I was doing a speaking gig the other day, and I got introduced by someone, and they said, on the side, Aldwyn enjoys doing comedy, and she's in this comedy duo called the Fiddly Jigglers. The Fiddly Jigglers. I just about fell off my chair. But that's a new one there now, Fiddly Gigglies. I love that, Paul. That is hilarious. Oh my goodness, the simple things in life are often the best, aren't they? I played ukulele when I lived in Hawaii before it was a state. Oh, really, Paul? That's awesome. You might have known Izzy there in Hawaii. How legendary was Izzy? It's a shame he's passed now. With all his beautiful songs on the ukulele. He was a really big dude. He was in a few Hollywood movies. A big dude did What a Wonderful World and songs like that on the ukulele. It's very cool. Anyway, that's about it from me for today. If you want to join in the Global Good News Challenge, feel free. Go ahead and share some good news. Help lift someone's spirits around you, right? You could impact just one life out there and help bring some joy to someone's life. And hopefully you've had a bit of a laugh out of this. I certainly have, doing this Facebook Live. I'm in quite the mood here at 2:40 in the morning now. My goodness. Okay. Time to move on to the next challenge. I'm doing another 30-day video challenge as well at the moment. So I'll be going on to do that one in a minute. And the next show, well, we haven't got any physical gigs set yet for our Gold Coast Business Laughter Club, Paul. But I do recommend just check out the Gold Coast Business Laughter Club Facebook page. And also we are on Meetup as well. We have a group on Meetup, so you can go in there. And as long as you're in those groups and pages, you'll get the updates on when we are doing another event. But at the moment, we've got nothing else planned. It was Tracy's birthday actually just on Saturday night, and we went to a beautiful waterfront restaurant, DeVito Waterfront here in Southport, which I did quite a few Facebook Lives on Saturday night if you want to check that out. And I wear a blue wig when we do the comedy duo, and Tracy wears a blonde wig. So you will see some photos of us in those get-ups. So check it out. We do have a bit of fun. But yeah, stay tuned, Paul. No doubt there will be more where that came from. And Tracy and I we just always laugh a lot when we get together. So we do have a great energy between the two of us, which is awesome. I'm grateful for that as well. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure tonight. And please do join me at the Mass Media Tribe Facebook group as well. I have free ongoing events every 2 weeks on different marketing topics. And we have on the 8th of July, in just about a week's time, we have Dr. Angela Wilson, who's going to be talking about how to turn fear into media success. And then on the 21st of July, we have Nenny Carolina Chasen from the US is going to be speaking about how to monetize Instagram. And we have speakers about every 2 weeks. We've got Nick Cree coming to talk about 21 apps for marketing as well. So all these great events coming up. So if you join Mass Media Tribe on Facebook, the group, then go to the events section once you're accepted in there, which you just answer a few questions and I'll let you in. Then check out the events section and you'll see all the upcoming events, and we have a great time on those Zoom calls. So come and join us for that too. You get to introduce yourself. We do a group photo. We do giveaways. I present a section on how to get free publicity, and then we have our guest presenter, our guest come and speak as well. So they are great events. I wear a Chuck Berry wig. Really, Paul? That's hilarious. Wow. Have to check that out. If you have any photos, I'd love to see that. Will you do something on post-pandemic marketing? Yeah, that's a great question. Post-pandemic marketing. Well, I did a few webinars when COVID started. It was how to get free publicity during COVID-19. So that was interesting. And actually at the moment, what I've seen is the media is still wanting to do a lot of stories around how people are coping with COVID. So I don't think we're quite past the pandemic stage just yet, Paul. But I think it will be interesting when we come out of this, and no doubt there will be ongoing events that I will be running. In fact, I've got a workshop called How to Gain $1 Million Worth of Free Publicity. I do that on the next one's 23rd of July. And that one is from 9:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, which in the US would be nighttime, I would say, or afternoon. So you can check that out also on the Mass Media Tribe group on Facebook in the events section. So you want to be in a photo? Well, Paul, come along to the Zoom event. All you need to do is register on the link in the event on Facebook, and then in the order confirmation, you will get the Zoom link and you'll be able to join us from anywhere in the world. Come and join our Mass Media Tribe events. We do have a great time, and they're awesome events. They go for about 2 hours, 7 till 9 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, which will be actually around midnight, 1 a.m. or so, depending where you are in the US. If you're over that way, it will be late at night. It will be about this time for you, your time. So this is the world we're living in now, all these different time zones. We do group photos, and then I put them on the social media as well. So I'll pop the link under here. I'll put the Mass Media Tribe group link under here. Good idea, Paul. Make it easy for you. So make sure you can find it, and then just apply to be in the group. And then we'll accept you and check out the events section. All right. And you'll see all the upcoming events. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I'm sure I could just keep chatting here for another half an hour. Can't believe 24 minutes has gone already. Where'd that go? Oh, actually, it's tough, keeping keeping talks succinct. It's a tough game, but when I pitch to the media, I keep it very succinct when I'm pitching to media. That's a whole other ball game. When it comes to Facebook Lives, though, I can just rattle on here for ages and keep myself amused, and hopefully you've had a bit of a chuckle out of it today. What are you grateful for? Love to hear from you. If you've just joined us, what are you grateful for? Paul, when I register, will you send Aussie coffee? That's so funny you say that, because I was on a Zoom the other day and I said, would anyone like a coffee? I just had a fresh brew, and no doubt the day will come when we'll be able to send coffee through a Zoom meeting and say, here you go, would you like a fresh coffee? Nothing surprises me now with technology, right? We're entering different dimensions and it's all going on. So look, in spirit, Paul, at the moment, in spirit, until the technology catches up with us, I will send you Aussie coffee. I'll send my energetic vibes of Aussie coffee your way, Paul, so that you can also be buzzing at nearly 3 o'clock in the morning like I am. I grew up on Turkish coffee. I grew up on the strong stuff, right? That stuff would keep you up for 8 hours. But this was very strong coffee. I normally have 1. I went for 2 today. I know it was very daring. Some people have 8 or 10. I was interviewing John Lazarou the other day. It's one of the co-founders of the Coffee Club, and he said that the most he had in a day was 18, and then he recounted it was 21. So I don't know how he does it, but he said the trick is every time you have coffee, make sure you have a glass of water afterwards. That's the trick, and that way you can just keep having lots of coffee. Oh, funny. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Once again, I'm Aldwyn Altuney, known as the Media Queen. Media Queen's all about stepping up and out with your message, celebrating your uniqueness. Your X factor is your story. You're extraordinary, and I'm sure you have an amazing story to share. So I suggest it's time perhaps to stop being the world's best kept secret and to step into being the star that you are, and letting people know what you're up to and what you stand for in life, and making the difference that you are here to make. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you again soon. Thank you, Paul, again. Nice to chat with you. And thank you, everyone watching this. And please pop in the comments, what are you grateful for? And I'll pop that Mass Media Tribe group link in there in just a sec. And we will see you soon. Have a beautiful day or night wherever you are in the world. And remember to shine bright and light up all those around you. Blessings. Lots of love. Mwah. See you again soon. Bye.